Buzz's Retirement Garage is the end of the month. This is number 9 that I'm keeping track of my Social Security income versus expenses. How'd I do this month? First, old business. I think I've neglected to mention this in previous videos, and a couple people called me out on it, so I'm going to do some old business quickly. Social Security only is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Some people are going to have to do it, but if you're not retired yet, please, please, please keep saving your money and retire when you can afford it. Buzz has savings, so I just want you to know I do have money. I am doing an experiment with Social Security, trying to limit my expenses to my income and not touch the savings that I have. I'm not at a comfortable level in savings, and I do have a video out there that I will tag into the bottom description of this video that illustrates what I'm thinking in my mind, but I want to have a little bit more cushion. So my experiment is based on retiring in September of last year, starting this trend in December of last year, and seeing if I can go on just Social Security alone without touching savings, except for emergencies, right? Or something crazy that happens. And so far that hasn't happened, fortunately, but we know it's going to. We just know. Taxes, another thing people keep talking about. That is my gross number. When you see what we talk about is my gross number. Now, some of you who have been with me since December, you know all this, but for all the new subscribers that I've gotten, thank you. We just want to reiterate this again so that everybody's caught up and understand what I'm trying to accomplish. Taxes, according to a link that I got from somebody, the AGI plus non-taxable interest plus a half of your Social Security. So my Social Security is $37.83, which is mine and my wife's combined. That is the raw number, okay? And everyone says, well, what about your taxes? So the feds are only going to look at $22,698. They're only going to take half. So you can probably, I think the standard deduction is $29,002, and I read in the article that you could go up to $32,000 before they start taxing. I'm not that worried about that. So if I get an extra $5,000 in interest in my accounts, I'm still at $28,000. I'm still below. I won't be taxed. Ohio is one of the states that does not tax Social Security. So from a federal and state level, I shouldn't have an issue. Again, this is my first year of having Social Security only. Everything's different for me than the past 40 years, so I guess we'll see what happens. My goal, as I just said, use Social Security only for daily operations and use savings for major expenses. That's what I'm trying to accomplish since I retired. Now again, for those that you don't know, let's just say I quit my job. I was there 20 years. We were losing a big customer, no fault of the company. I knew as a top manager that, and I just know because it's a small company, I knew what the finances were, and I knew they couldn't keep me at my level of compensation. So in September, I decided to quit my job. You can call it retirement, you could call it whatever you want, but I quit my job basically. Turned it in as a retirement. And I had the feeling of going ahead and working closer to home full time in December. Well, December came and I started this tracking. And I thought, well, based on the Social Security, which I knew the numbers I was going to get, I thought I'd be comfortable, at least for the time being, of trying to just live off of the Social Security until I find a job, if I want to find a job. If something comes by or somebody calls me and says, hey, here's $1 million to come work for me, I would do that and stop my Social Security and go do that for a few years. Of course, that call is not going to come, but I wanted to keep myself open to opportunity. In the meantime, I'm living off of Social Security, my wife and we haven't touched our bank accounts. Now, you'll see in a chart that I was going to show you, I'll show you later at the end of this, we touched savings in January and March, and someone said, well, you technically did take your savings. Yes, we technically did, but the overall average over 9 months is what we're looking at. So what's our overall average? Because I can always take from this account to balance it out. So, and I'll show you on here where we're at right now. So if you haven't subscribed, please do, and we can catch all the monthly updates. I'll probably do it until the end of this year. And you know, if there's a need to continue to track it, I will. But 1 year should give me a decent snapshot of where we're at. Now, personally, I'll keep doing it, but you know, whether we broadcast it or not, it's up to you subscribers whether you want to see it or not. Let's get the show on the road. Social Security between the two of us is $37.83 per month gross. Okay. House taxes have gone up. Now, the way I do it, some people don't, with OCD, don't like this, but this is how I roll because it's easier for me, and anything that's easier for Buzz, I just move over left to right. So you'll see June, then July comes over here, and now August. September will be here. Follow? So you can see in June our house taxes were $417, and you can see in July and now August we're up to $450. So yes, we got an assessment, Cuyahoga County. We're a suburb of Cleveland in Cuyahoga County. That's where I reside. And we got an assessment. They call it an every 6-year assessment, but it seems like it's every 3 or 4. I know a couple people, subscribers, have said in Colorado you get this thing every year. But ours is supposed to be every 6 years. So the assessment was done. I will have to pay a little bit more, about $400 more a year, which isn't that bad, but still, it's an increase. When you're on Social Security, you don't want those increases, right? $450 instead of $417. Our house insurance went up actually to $814 a year, but I'm budgeting $68 a month for that one time a year payment. My house taxes are twice a year. Water, with the garden and everything, actually went down, believe it or not. It was only $31. We must have had enough rain, I guess. I don't know. Natural gas, $54. And of course that drives me crazy because you know what my actual usage of gas was? $3.90. Everything else is the carrying costs, the infrastructure costs, the gross tax, the sales tax, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? So $54 when I use $3 worth of gas. That's a shame. Electricity, $115. We were at 73 in June, so obviously doors are shut, air conditioning's on, and that's what we're doing in the summer, just like a lot of you are. Life insurance, again, with 2 Social Security and not a huge savings account, we do have life insurance policies. I won't get into all the specifics. I get a lot of, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this, I'm a lawyer, you shouldn't do this. Okay, well, you do you, I'll do me. And we look at it this way. We have $37.83 coming in. If I pass away, she loses, she takes my Social Security, she loses her $1260. She's going to get $200,000 the minute I croak. Okay? That's going to cover her for a long time, and I'm going to lay to rest knowing that she'll be taken care of. Or at least I've done what I think I should do, and that's where we stand with that. So when I have $100,000, if she passes away first, we have $100,000, and we're only paying $40 for that $100,000 through State Farm Universal Life Policy. Auto insurance, I know we keep talking about this every month. It's only $50. We've been with State Farm for almost 40 years, and I shouldn't even say this loud because our car insurance has not increased in a while, and I know there's been buku of increases out there. Some of you people are telling me it's just outrageous in certain states. Luckily, and again, I won't say it too loud, but nothing's changed for me. Charity, I finally listed this, and I want to talk about this a little bit. People ask me, well, you don't do charity. How come you don't have it listed? That's because normally we do it in November. November, December time frame is when we do like a once a year type charity thing. Now, I did put $26 on here because Weirdo Cat Lovers of Cleveland needed some help, so we sent 26, well actually 25, and then you pay for the credit card fee or whatever, so it was like 26 something. So we did do that. Now, I want to tell you about this. I do live shows. Now, if you want to talk about, it's not charity, it's give backs to subscribers. If you're a subscriber, we do live talks, subscribers only, and during those lives, we give away a minimum of $25 in the form of an Amazon e-card. The last couple weeks, we've given away $50. So, and why do I do that? Because as my channel grows and as my revenue grows, I want to be able to give back to the community who has got me to where I am. So at 20,000 subscribers, if I hit 40,000 and my revenue starts to double up, then we might be doing even more giveaways. But I do want to give back. I don't call it charity. I call it giving back to our community that supports me. So if you see my lives, that's what we do. We talk about stuff. We chit-chat amongst ourselves, and we give away money. Or we give away e-cards, I should say. So our Medicare, she's on Medicare. I'm still on the ACA with the GAP plan, okay? I will turn 65 in January, so I'm already getting all the letters coming in to sign up for Medicare, this and that. I will take Cigna right now on Medicare.gov. I will take an N plan through Cigna. She's on Cigna, and as a matter of fact, we just got a letter. She's paying $89 for Plan N. We just got a letter from Cigna the other day that said her cost is going down a couple dollars to $86.75. So that's kind of crazy, right? Cost going down? Who would have thought? Anyway, so she's doing $89 right now. I'm on the ACA for another couple months. That's $232. We do have a dental plan for $46 for her through, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of the top dental companies. And it's not a great deal, but hey, look, we're doing it, so that's how it is. Medicare, of course, 174 something. I rounded up to 175. Cable and internet, 242. I know, a big topic, huge topic, but look, this is what she wants right now. This is what we're going to do. I will reduce that. I did get the T-Mobile internet like a month ago or 2 months ago. I still have not hooked it up because I'm just afraid it's not going to work. But so hopefully we'll reduce about $50 off of that 242. So next month you'll see if I was successful in doing that. 2 cell phones, $64, the Magenta over 55 plan with T-Mobile. Now, a lot of people have said, and I agree, Mint Mobile may be the way to go. If you're only using 5 gig or less, it's $15 a month, plus taxes. And it's through T-Mobile, so you're using the same towers and everything else. I think that's a good deal. I have not done it because when I upload videos sometimes, sometimes if I'm not in my internet range, my Wi-Fi range, I could pick up just off of the cell phone, which would put my data coverage way high. But if I just get a little smarter, maybe I can do that too, and that 64 can drop to $30 for me and my wife, $15 a piece. So I'm looking into that. That's a decent savings, right? Gas for car, we did run around a lot this month. We had a month where we had 0. But this month we did $60 in gas. Just a lot of running around. Hey, it's summertime. You're out, you're doing things, and it costs money, right? Restaurants. Now, we were at, in June, 207, July, 340, 244 in August, and we'll do a little explanation on that in a little while, because we thought we did very well without eating out for this month. We and we'll get into that. But we did good. Veterinarian, nothing. Groceries. Now, before you shoot me, right? We were at $587 last month and $1,077 this month. So one of the causes was we ran out of stuff, but then again, for this month, we picked up some sales and put it in the freezer. Our freezer is full, so that's a good thing, and it's cheaper because we bought the sales, and that's just a strategy that I've learned from you people, you subscribers. Grab those sales, stock up, and then go through that. So, you know, on average, we're doing $8.44. Can we improve? Absolutely. And I think in the winter time, when we're really instead of running around doing stuff and going out to eat, and you know, as we're more stuck in the house here in Cleveland, Ohio, we'll be looking more at Instapot meals and different things like that. There's quite a few channels out there that show you how to eat healthy but less expensive. So we'll be working on that goal. Paper products only 11 bucks. Home products $2.36. I did not include my cement. If you guys followers that have been watching my videos, you know I put in a sidewalk and I did a shed thing with some cement, and that and my bathroom, which I haven't started yet, were all pre-planned before I retired last year. So we've already kind of put that money aside and just forgotten about it. So I booked $1,000 for the cement and the shed, and I came in under budget. And we booked $3,000 for our bathroom, and right now we've got $2,520 into it. Everything's going to be delivered this coming week, so we'll get on that project. Nice little late summer fall project, but that's already booked, so that $3,000 was put aside. So a total of $4,000 was put aside before I retired. No haircut. Pet products $134. Tractor Supply had a good sale on seeds again, so I stocked up. $4.50 off a 35-pound bag of their basic. So we got some of those bags, and we're still using the pellets instead of cat litter. We're trying to use the pellets. Only a couple cats really are taking to it. Some of the other ones are not, so we still got to buy the litter, which we're buying the Dr. Esleys from Amazon. Entertainment. Now, you ready for this? Entertainment. So we're at -51. Now, we spent about 150 bucks at the Berea Fair or Cuyahoga County Fair. And I got a blue ribbon, by the way. I hope you saw some of those videos. I'm proud of that. My first blue ribbon ever. My first entry ever and my first blue ribbon ever for an aluminum Christmas tree. If you get a chance, look up that video. And Mrs. Buzz is in one of those videos too, if you want to see what she looks like, and say hi to Mrs. Buzz. But I won $291.50 on the Ohio lottery. So our expenses for entertainment were offset by that win, and our restaurant was actually up a little high because I said we did good. It was up a little high because, one, we knew we had the extra money because of the win, and two, it's not that we just blew it because we wanted to just blow it. It was our 41st wedding anniversary on August 20th. So we decided, hey, we didn't go to some fancy schmancy place. We went to the local Red Lobster because they're starting to close everywhere. But we spent 130 bucks there just for the two of us. Yeah, that stuff is not cheap. And of course, all the bells and whistles, you know, the soup and all that good stuff. So, so we treated ourselves for our anniversary. Instead of taking her to McDonald's, she at least got Red Lobster. Medicine, you can see that we were at $60 for a doctor's visit. And miscellaneous was about $38. Hopefully you can see this. So when you look at everything, let me zoom out here a little bit. When you look at everything, we are at $37.83, $36.60 was our expenditures, and we're $123 ahead for the month. Not bad. We were $147, $167, and $123 ahead. Our 9-month average is $41.44 a month in the good, which is $373 for 9 months, which is not too shabby. So could we do a lot better? Sure, but we also want to live. So we want to, I know some people say, well, you should, do this and do that, and they're not wrong. Everything the comments that I get from you guys, nobody's wrong. Everybody has a different style. But we don't want to have to, if we can live within this budget and make it in this budget, we're happy, okay? We're happy. And if that means we spend a little more on cable or we spend a little more on groceries than the average people, that's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to roll. But I appreciate all the comments I get. So that gives us the totals, since you don't see all the way back. So here's that minus $1,000 in January. And that was because of some lawyer fees, some attorney fees that the case is still pending. We'll get into that when the case is over. We have a preliminary trial on the 10th of September, so hopefully things are going to get worked out soon. And that another cost could come from that as well. And again, I'll get into that at another video. 410 minus in March. There was a lot of Amazon buys, as I'm looking towards my wife, in that month. But, that's kind of a one-time thing for her. She stocks up on all her little things that she can't find in the store. Can't blame her. And every other month has been green. So that's where we're at for right now. Any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. And by the way, a couple people sent me links to buzz hats. And one link got me this Buzz hat. I bought it from eBay. So Buzz has a new hat. Anyway, thank you for paying attention to my Social Security income and expenses. And we'll see you next month. Subscribe, and you can see the updates next month and any of the other updates that this crazy mind wants to put out. So take care. Buzz's Retirement Garage.